Why? I just bought more of this juicy company. Who is it? Drum roll, please. Boom. Corsair Gaming, baby. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I do in fact have the clothing line to prove that fact. And today I'm wearing a nice different hat for you all. I said, you know what? Let's mix it up, baby. In today's video, we're going to be going through Corsair's most recent financial results that came out a couple of days ago and why that led to me adding to my position in Corsair, now making him one of my, I believe, top 5 biggest investments. In this current market, I haven't been very happy to buy anything. In fact, in the last 3 months, the only companies I have bought have been Tesla, Palantir, and Corsair. And I am very much so considering loading the boat considerably further after this earnings, in all honesty. So I'm not going to waste any of your guys' precious time, but right before we do get into the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button for the new hat? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know, are you a part of Corsair gang? Do you own any of their products? Are you invested? And please, my friend, if you aren't new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. Also, if you want to be alerted whenever I do buy anything, that'll be the first link in the description. Sign up to my private Discord group. Juicy community. So look, let's not waste any time whatsoever, my friends. Corsair over the last 6 months is down pretty much 40%. The last month, 15%. The 5-day chart, nearly 8%. It's not been a good time. A lot of you guys may remember Corsair actually only went public towards the end of last year, nearly the last quarter of last year. And you know, there was some weird price action. I'll be the first to admit it. I didn't get in particularly early or anything. I think I'm down 10-15%. But initially, they shot up a couple 100%, came back down. And then, you know, February hit. And I think February hit an awful lot of growth stocks. And if you look from the peaks to the bottoms, Corsair's down about 40%. And a lot of growth has gone down 40, 50, 60+%. One thing about this company right here I want to show you before we even get into the earnings or anything like that. Currently have a PE ratio of 17.71. We'll have a look at a couple of other ratios earlier on, but I want to just show you guys, okay? The S&P 500 PE ratio right now is 34.34, give or take, but basically it is very high. Most growth stocks that are growing, that are bringing in consistent earnings, that are paying down debt, that are in growing industries will not have a PE ratio anywhere near this low given the current climate. There is also an average PE currently as of this moment in time of 27 times in the gaming industry. So Corsair, being one of the leaders, I believe one of the 4th or 5th biggest in computer hardware market cap wise, has a considerably lower PE ratio already than some of the competitors. So with that being said, when we look at the earnings report, what do we actually see? Net revenue of $472.9 million, an increase of 24.3% year over year. So obviously fantastic increase. Keep in mind, we're speaking about a company with a $2.5 billion market cap, so by no means a small company. Gamer and creator peripheral segment net revenue was $155.2 million, an increase of 40.9% year over year. And that is an exciting one. Me personally, I am using one of their ring lights right now. I have their Stream Deck next to me right here. We're going to go through some of the new products they've released just this year so far, some of which I want to buy. I'm using another one of their lights over to my left side. I have their fans cooling down my PC so it doesn't crash. They're an awesome company. I believe in the actual product. I've gone over this though in the past before. Gamer and peripherals, yeah, it's growing so quickly. And if you are somebody who games, or if you are somebody who spends time on Twitch watching people play games, you'll be aware of this, and you'll be aware that people spend a lot of money on these things. Gaming components and systems net revenue was $317.7 million, an increase of 17.6% year over year. So this is where, you know, the real expensive bits and pieces are. And Andrew Paul, CEO, during the earnings call said, "We experienced growth in every category, despite key component shortages in the market, such as graphics card for enthusiastic build gaming PCs, as well as semiconductor shortages, logistics issues, and port delays." I personally know people waiting to build their PCs because they can't get a particular graphics card. Not necessarily a Corsair one. A lot of people waiting for the 3090s. I'm lucky enough to have one, baby. But the fact of the matter is, there's people out there, you know, with $5,000, maybe $10,000 saved, waiting to make their dream setup, which could include $1,000 to $2,000 easily of Corsair products. But because of these shortages and because of these shortfallings that are outside of Corsair's control, they can't act on it just yet. So I think when we're looking at these earnings, that's something that's important to keep in mind as well. And when we look at our gross profit, which was $130.4 million, an increase of 24.1% year over year, We should also keep that in mind. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a great number, but to some people, I think we were expecting a little bit more. But given the current circumstances, the current challenges that the company's facing, I think we can let them off with that 24.1% year-over-year growth. One thing that definitely needs to be looked at, operating income was $34.7 million, a decrease of 4.7% year-over-year. Obviously, not what you want to see, but again, what the CEO said. Adjusted operating income just shy of 50 million, an increase of near 4%. And adjusted EBITDA was 51.6 million, an increase of 4% year over year. In Q1, we generated $31.6 million in cash from operations and used it to reduce debt by an additional $25 million. So again, guys, let's just take a step back because I know there's a lot of information coming. But it's not very often during these particular market conditions, we find a company with a decent PE ratio, okay, who is able to pay down debt, who is bringing in operating income, who's seeing margins go up. Sure, it's not perfect, it's not a fairy tale, but things are looking good. And the market is looking stronger and stronger and stronger. And trust me, guys, it is not going anywhere. So they reduced that debt, face value now at $274 million, and net debt at $139.4 million, resulting in a net leverage ratio of 0.5. They did this while quickly growing and leaving sufficient resources to further accelerate growth in the future. And this is extraordinarily important. This is why companies go public. You don't go public for the fun of it. You go to fund growth. They expect to continue to reduce debt in 2021, subject, of course, to certain things happening. That's the way life works. So everybody has the right to interpret these earnings as they so wish. I'm very happy with what I see. I think we pointed out the good and the bad. But overall, in my opinion, the good very, very, very much so overwrites the bad, especially given, you know, not just market circumstances, but worldwide circumstances. Now, they brought out their first face cam, which is interesting. I haven't actually seen any video footage of it. Webcams are a tricky one. They're generally not very good, simply put. I bought a C920, which is, you know, widely considered one of the best webcams. And it was horrific in my personal opinion. I might pick up one of these just to do a bit of product research, see how it works. Elgato XLR dock, I won't get into it, but I actually love the look of this. I have a Go XLR on my side, and I was so excited to get that product. I just don't really like it. Very clunky. Some more peripherals. Yeah, always the way it's going to be. We want to see that. We want new peripherals coming out continually. Really nice looking headset. I actually might buy this headset. I don't have a wireless one and I want one. More PC cases. Yeah, standard. Largest all-in-one liquid cooler Corsair is shipped to date. Again, awesome. Corsair has very good cooling, very good fans also. I mean, it's quite clear to see that the demand is there for these products. Look, the total percent of revenue going up year over year. It's awesome. I don't think this is going to slow down anytime soon, my friends. People are willing to spend more and more and more money on these things as time goes on. And just to expand on the debt situation, expect to reduce debt in full year 2021 by a total of $100 million. So we can expect more than likely 25 million a quarter, as long as things continue to go at a similar pace, as long as we can keep that operating income up. So when you look at what they're doing, when you look at how fast they're expanding, when you look at the demand that is there, when we look at the growth, when we compare their, you know, ratios, their valuations in comparison to competitors, everything looks very good. And that's why I feel really safe buying these guys. I've said this in my Discord a few times as of late. I've said, you know, this is one company where if I did not know what price they were for the next 10 years, I wouldn't care less. I would be very confident that it will end up being a very good investment. Whatever happens over the next year or two, who knows? But anyway, my friends, that's my video, my little update on Corsair. Just wanted to let you guys know that I had bought a few shares. I'm up to 200 now, but I could see another 50 to 100 shares honestly being added in the relatively near future, especially considering I'm not happy to buy very many other companies. But anyway, guys, if you watch this video all the way till the end, you are a true legend. I really do appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. That support means the world to me. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that juicy like button. Maybe drop me that comment down below. And please, my friend, consider subscribing if you're new around here. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you in another video very soon. Peace.